2, 3.
My name is Coach Lee Boyd. I'm the head coach of Lower High School football team, and I'm here today to talk to you about my coaches. I've been very blessed to have a group of coaches like I do. Christian men, men of faith, other than just Christian faith, men of faith in football and doing the right thing and good character. I'm going to take this time to introduce to you my coaches, talk a little bit about them, try to keep it down because I've been known to ramble just a little bit, but it's just because I'm passionate about certain things. I'm going to start off first with Ronnie Ritter. Ronnie Ritter's been coaching a little over 30 years. Come to me from Alabama. He's my defensive coordinator. He's a very intense man, very passionate about winning, very passionate about teaching kids how to play hard. The biggest thing about Ronnie that most people wouldn't know is that he is a very tender-hearted man. He coaches hard like I asked him to. He's very intense, and his mindset is just like what I want my defense to be, hard, going at something 100%. Man, we call him the jack of all trades because he never ceases to amaze us what he does, even in the off season when it comes to fixing things. Next will be Ricky Putman, my offensive coordinator. He's been coaching 30 years also. Ricky's just a wealth of knowledge. Love to be around him. I learned more football from him and Coach Ritter in a day than I did the whole time coaching before I even became a coach here. Ricky came from a coach. He played for Coach Toner just like I did, and we have a lot of the same ideas and concepts in our head. I got some things that I do that are a little more, I guess, modernized and upbeat when it comes to our offense, and Ricky's done a really good job of adapting to it and going fast sometimes when I want him to. His family's a coaching family. His son Ben is over the corner for him, and like I said, Ricky's just a special guy. Next will be Toby Dunn. Toby coaches my DBs and my receivers. Coach Dunn's a great man. Also, he's been coaching close to 30 years. Coached at Waterloo for a long time. Won a state championship down there in baseball. Coach started the football program, and he just does a wonderful job with my corners and DBs. He also coaches my middle school. He's my head middle school coach. Just a great man. Great man of character, great Christian man. Loves to fish. If you're a fisherman, he will talk fishing with you for a long time. Loves to fish. Those three guys are from Alabama. I can forgive Coach Putman and Coach Ritter for being an Alabama fan. I'm pretty sure Coach Dunn's an Alabama fan also. We won't hold that against him. Next will be Bud Smith. Bud's been with me now for, this will be his 4th year with me. This is his 3rd year at the high school also. Very intense lineman coach. Very intense. Loves these kids. Loves to get after them. Loves for them to do things like they're supposed to. Coaches hard. Don't cut them any breaks. If they don't do like they're supposed to, he's not going to back down. He's going to tell them, hey, you're not doing this right. He comes right at them. Has done a really good job. Our line has been our strength for the last 2 years, and I think it's going to just get stronger. Him and my other coach, other lineman coach, Lance Littleton. Lance actually played with me in high school. He knows, he sees the vision for what I want my lineman to be, just like Coach Smith does. Lance does a great job of getting after them, of not letting them, take a break or get behind things. He's just an overall good coach. He's a good man too. Both of them are. Both are Christian men. They want the kids to succeed. They want them to have good character. They want them to do it right. Another coach of mine, like I said, is Coach Jason Barnesfield. Jason's not going to be able to do a whole lot of stuff with us in practice and the day in, day out things. He had some responsibilities that he had to do also. But Jason helps me on Friday night. He's been with me a long time. Just a great guy. Loves the Mustang program. Family, with tradition, Mustang family. Son has come through the middle school. Coach Cotton's son, he started up here. Coach Smith's son's at the middle school right now. Like I said, they're just every one of those volunteer guys, and Coach Cotton and Coach Littleton and Coach Smith and even Coach Hartsfield and Coach Brown and A, B, and DC. They don't get paid to do this. So when you see them, you make sure you tell them how much you appreciate them doing that. But I just can't speak enough to how much they help me. I've got other guys, support guys up here that, Donnie Cotton. I don't want to leave him out right there. Donnie Cotton coaches with Coach Ritter with our backs. All of you know Donnie was a great running back here in the 90s. Broke several records that probably still stand to this day. He brings to the table, just a wealth of knowledge from experience that most of my coaches can't mimic, because they haven't been in the situations where he can see the holes and he can talk to those running backs about making little subtle cuts and things they do to make them better, to bring them to that next level. I'm lucky to have him, because very few staffs have a running back that rushed for 2,000 yards and got to go on and play at the collegiate level. Then I've got, like I said, what I was getting at was I've got some support staff coaches up here in Greg Swan, who does a great job for me on Friday night, and Coach Lamb and Coach Randy Blair. They all do things for me that may not be just immediate to the field all the time, but they do stuff in preparation to get my kids ready. They'll come out and work in roles that I need them to with my with my boys. It could be anything from working them out in the weight room to just helping me run errands. They just do a great job of that at the high school level. Like I said, even my administration, I can't talk. They're very supportive. They do everything that they could possibly do to make sure that these kids have an opportunity to succeed, and they reward them for doing things like they're supposed to. I'll move on now to my middle school coaches. Like I said, I told you before, Coach Toby Dunn is the head middle school coach. He's taken that role over. Coach Swan just decided that it was something that he couldn't do to the best of his ability because of his other prior engagements and things that he's had to take on, and we totally understand that. He still loves football and he still loves that program, but at this time he's probably like me enough to know that, hey, if I can't do it exactly like it needs to be done, I'm not going to do it. But Coach Dunn, like I said, he's down there and he's got a vision that I have for them that he's going to carry on through them. Josh Brown is down there with him. Josh has been coaching at the middle school now for probably 5 years, maybe 6. Josh is probably going to be coaching the office this year. He was down there when we won the championship at the middle school. He just loves being around football, loves being around the program. He helps me a lot up here on Friday nights and when he can get up here any other time. Austin Brown and Dylan Cotton are down there also. Like I said, former players of mine, and they're just transitioning through that stage where you're learning to coach and you're coming from being a player into a coach, and they're doing this just graduate assistant level stuff. They're just great to be around the kids. They love them. Like I said, they want them to progress to the point that they did. They were both great players on Friday night for me, and they know it starts at the middle school because they both went through that program. Coach Blair also helps down at the middle school. He's there doing everything he needs to do with the offense, the defense, whatever Coach Dunn asks. He's just a multi-tool guy is what we call him. But like I said, I'm a very blessed man to have the group of coaches that I do. They all have the same goal. They're very supportive of me. They're very supportive of this community. They're very supportive of this school, and they love these boys, and that's the number one thing. I don't think I could handpick a better staff than what I have right now. I talked to my former coach several times, and I still now have as much contact as I can. And he's made the comment several times that I may have one of the greatest coaching staffs in the nation, and I have to correct him and say, nah, I do have the best coaching staff in the nation. It's not, I do have the best coaching staff in the nation. And they don't get enough. I wish I could pay them more. I wish I could give them more. I wish I could give them more credit. But they're just a wonderful group of guys, and I'm blessed to have them. And I'm Lee Boyd, Mustangs football coach. Thank you.